And welcome. Hey everyone, this is Trinette L. Collier Green. Welcome to Woman on Fire, the first show of many. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am your relationship stylist, building healthier relationships between communities, people, churches, schools, whomever. But the show is about building and connecting with the right people so that you can have a better life. So thank you so much for joining me. Today I have my very first guest, my special guest, a sister of mine, not only from Morris Brown, but a raw sugar sister and just sister in Christ, Erica Smith. Welcome, Erica. How are
Thank
you?
you. I'm great. So happy to be here, and congratulations to you on your show, your book, and all that you have going on. The new husband.
Yes.
How exciting is that?
Yes, very excited. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to get right in because
All
we
right,
talk.
girl.
We're going to chat today.
Let's chat it
Tell
up.
us who Erica is.
Well, I tell you, Erica's pretty simple. I'm a mother. That's my pride and joy right there.
Right.
I'm always a student. I'm forever learning. I'm a friend.
Okay.
A daughter, and I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I love working,
Yes.
and more importantly, I'm a woman of God.
There you go. There you go. And that's what our show is all about. Christian women in the Christian community and so forth. And we want to represent God in every aspect of our life and whatnot. And Erica is with Pure Romance. And before you all get out of the bunches, yes, Pure Romance. So Erica, tell us, how did you become interested in Pure Romance?
Well, I have to tell you, I went to a friend's party celebrating a birthday, and it was all females. Okay. And Pure Romance consultant and a Mary Kay consultant was there. So we had a fun night of pampering and partying and getting to know ourselves better and to build better relationships.
So when you say getting to know yourselves, you know, some people can take that the other way around or whatnot. Tell us what does that mean for the Christian woman? What does that mean?
Well, first of all, we have to know that we are all God's children.
Right.
So as a Christian woman, you have to realize that you are heir to the throne.
Yes.
And with that comes grace and comes mercy. And you're just simply a being. Right. And you're someone to love. Right. You're someone to be loved. Right. And people let me share with you what Pure Romance is.
Right. Yeah.
Let me share.
Because I know people are like, oh, this is a Christian show.
Pure Romance is the nation's leading relationship enhancement organization that sells products to help build relationships. Okay. And those relationships start with yourself.
Right.
So we women have to focus on ourselves before we're even able to go out and have a relationship with a partner, our spouses, our man, our boyfriends, whatever you want to call them these days. You have to have a really healthy relationship with yourself.
Right. And that is so true because I remember going through the earlier years of my life. Sex in the Christian community is taboo. You don't talk about it. And I know from my mother and their mothers, they were taught and they taught us what they were taught. And it's like, no, you don't talk about that. You're a woman and that's it. You know, you have your monthly cycles, you have just the regular things, but you don't talk about anything else. So I grew up not knowing that I am a sexual being. And it was like, okay, who do I talk to about? Because couldn't talk to grandma or couldn't even talk to my mom. So learning that now is like, oh, wow, you know.
I have to say it's definitely been an eye-opener for me being a part of the Pure Romance family. And I, like yourself, it wasn't talked about a whole lot, and I was what they would have called the fast child. So people are probably not surprised that I'm a part of Pure Romance because I was labeled one of them fast girls. But to be honest, we didn't have that conversation at home either. Right. My mom always had this phrase, be careful that you don't kiss up on a baby. I had no idea what the heck that meant.
Right.
And till I got older, and then I realized because I am this sexual being and because I do have feelings and emotions, that mommy meant that when you're kissing, your body will begin to experience other things. And not only do you want to kiss, you want to begin to touch.
Right,
And
right.
those touches can lead
Yes.
to you having sex before time.
Right,
and
right.
kissing up on the baby.
Right.
Mother, you should have told me that in detail and not leave it for me to just figure out. But yes, so I love my mother's saying now because I have better understanding of it, and I even use it with my own daughters, even though, and I would tell them what Mama meant by. I said, Mama didn't tell me what she meant, but since I know now, I'm going to say Mama's phrase, and then I'm going to tell you what it means, so that you won't, be kissing up on no baby before your time.
Exactly, because we didn't understand that what they were saying, could impact our lives for the rest of our lives or whatever. And I know they meant well, and I knew they didn't know how to talk to us and so forth. So now, as I became a woman, it's like you said, you start experiencing all these feelings and emotions. Why do men do this? And why am I feeling this way? Why am I still in love with this man who don't love me? This, that, and another. But all of that goes hand in hand because you have to build that relationship with self. You have to understand what you like, what you don't like, and what not. So tell us define sexy as a Christian woman.
Again, sexy is subjective.
Yes.
And I define it totally different than the way you have defined it. But being a Christian, sexy is confidence.
Okay.
And there's no greater confidence than knowing that you're a child of God.
Yes.
That you are the daughter of the King.
Right.
And that you are the heir to his throne. And that with being a child of God, a daughter of God, that you are loved. And that you are loved completely.
Wow.
That you're loved whole, and regardless of what you go through, there's someone that loves you.
And we're not taught that.
No,
we're not taught that.
We fall down.
Yeah, we do.
We have to get up.
Right.
We might kiss up on that baby before our time
because we don't understand that we're already
And ladies,
loved.
I want you to know there's nothing wrong with kissing up on that baby. But
right.
You have with the good. In decency and in order.
Right, in order. And we have to keep that in mind because everything is in order in our in that community as a Christian woman because we have to represent. Now, that doesn't mean that, it's bad because I remember being told that if I kissed a boy, I was going to hell, or when I lost my virginity, I was going to hell. And that stuck with me. Now, it's no secret because I put it in the book. I lost my virginity at 21. I was a late bloomer, of course.
You did good,
I was a
girl.
late bloomer in the world sense.
I was fast. you did real good. That's wonderful.
I thought I was proud of myself.
You have been.
21. But
well, ladies, that's not my story.
But I remember going to my mom. Well, I didn't actually go to my mom. My mom found out, and it flipped our world upside down. Not only did she scold me, I got scolded by my grandmother, my aunts, my mom's close friends because it just made me feel just like this, like it went down. But I understood, like you said, they told us but never explained,
what it meant.
Right, and it's like, okay, well, God, and I carried that burden for a long time. I didn't forgive myself. But afterwards, when I'm like, okay, well, God, I'm sorry, such and such. And now I tell my niece, sex is a great part of life, but you need to wait. You need to, go through, and I have to explain to her now, you're going to have these feelings and so forth, and it's natural. So I'm glad you defined it. You said being sexy is confidence. And does confidence include showing off your body or the things that we see now? Because we're getting that mixed up. What does that mean?
The thing is that because the word sex is in sexy, we have trouble defining it.
Okay.
Sex is a physical act.
Right.
And sexy is totally different.
Okay.
Sexy is a mindset.
Okay.
Sexy is a way of being.
Okay.
Sexy involves a feeling.
Okay.
When you see somebody and you be like, that sister got it together.
Right.
That's sexy.
You're right. Yeah.
people might find this a bit crazy, but to know that a sister can step right out at a minute's notice and just go ahead and pray for you,
Right.
is
Yeah.
that not something that's attractive?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what sexy is. It's something that's attractive.
Okay.
It's a turn on.
Right, right.
It's a make you feel good.
Yeah.
And sexy is different than sex. Sex is the physical act.
Okay, okay.
So sexy is a way of being. It's having courage. It's stepping out and doing what you thought was not ever possible. So see, when we go into, people have to have their definition of it.
Okay.
How they
okay.
see it, how they
Okay.
view it. And so
Gotcha.
I see sexy in various different ways.
Okay,
And I
okay.
don't see it as the physical act of sex.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I don't, you know.
Okay.
And granted, you know, it's a part of even just putting on your clothes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're looking in the mirror and,
Yeah.
you know, you're like, got it going on.
Yeah.
But you have to get to that point.
Yeah.
Because if you don't feel good about yourself,
Right, right.
can you look in the mirror and be like, oh, you look good?
Yeah.
You know, when you get home and you take off all your Spanx and stuff.
Yeah.
And can you look in the mirror and have appreciation
Yeah.
for who you are?
Exactly, exactly.
So you have to have a full love of yourself.
And you're right.
And
You're-
when you have that, it comes out. It shows.
Right.
That's when people are able to say you're beautiful.
that's deep.
Beauty's from the inside.
Right, right. Truly
That,
from the inside.
that radiates on the outside.
Truly. I remember I just started walking into my sexiness a few years back because, again, I'm a curvy girl, you know, and I've always struggled with
Yes.
the whole, you know, growing up, oh, you're too fat and this, that. So I never felt
Don't we
sexy.
go through it?
Yeah.
Don't we
and
go
then it's
through
like,
it?
before you know it, you see all the quote-unquote pretty girls out there, and you're just like, wait a minute, I want to be. But it has to come from within, because you have to understand that you're made in God's image, and He didn't create us to be ugly. He didn't create us to be junk. So you have to bring that. And I remember,
Then you not only are you big, you're chocolate too.
right, yeah, or you don't have the long hair.
It's not straight.
Right. So we as women go through all these self-esteem issues,
Many
and
of
that
them.
sexiness starts diminishing. And before you know it, you're just like, okay, I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel like I can attract a man or just be attracted to self. Because when you look in that mirror and you don't see anything, find anything good about you, it's sad. And I
it really
remember
is.
going through that stage, I couldn't find anything nice to say about myself.
You know what's been empowering for me since I've been with Pure Romance? My daughter comes with me to my parties
Okay,
sometimes.
okay.
Either one of them will come and help and assist me. And my youngest one, she says, Mommy, you have become so much more confident
Wow.
since you've been, and I like that.
Right, because
And
they're seeing it.
They're seeing it. And,
Right.
you know, for a company that can get shunned
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at times.
Yeah.
For my daughters to be able to see that my step is a little bit bolder.
Right,
And
right.
that my shoulders is a little bit broader.
Right.
And that my head is held high. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
And it's good for your daughters, because now they can go out and walk and say, hey, I am from within, you know?
I was reading a book by our founder, Between the Sheets, and I think I was probably halfway through chapter 1.
Okay.
And I was thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I knew that I took my daughters a step further than what my mom brought me.
Okay.
And I always just simply, my mom is an awesome woman of
Right,
God,
right.
an awesome mother. And I always grew up saying, if I could just be 10% of the mother that my
Okay.
mother was to us,
Okay,
to
okay.
my kids,
Right.
that I would do all right.
Okay, right, right.
That I would do all right.
Right.
So I like to say that, you know, I'm a little bit more than that 10% that I dreamed of. And my kids is doing well. And I just thought, wow, if I had taken that conversation just a tad bit step further,
Right.
how much more bold and courageous and confident they'll be. And I mean, I think I did pretty good.
I know you're doing, because they're awesome girls. Your girls are awesome, especially your twin.
Oh.
Your twin, oh my goodness. Yeah.
That's who brought me here today. That's when she kept up that
She kept that time.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Tell us, how important is it for Christian women to connect with their sexuality? Because it's been shunned. We're told we can't talk about it. But as we were previously discussing, we're sitting in church, we're having these thoughts as single women and as married women, and we're always constantly thinking, am I satisfying? I know as a married woman, I'm always constantly thinking, am I satisfying my husband? Am I, is he going to be attracted to other women, or what's going to happen? Because we all know women that's out there, they don't care about other women in relationships and whatnot. But how is it important? How important is it for Christian women to connect their sexuality?
Well, one, sexuality is defining our gender, first of all. So owning the fact that we are women.
Right.
And that's really important these days when people are having these gender crises, if you will.
Right.
Hopefully I'm not using incorrect terminology.
Right.
But, not wanting to,
right.
but when you have to own who you are as a person.
Right.
Own your gender, and then the gender roles come into play. And you know how mom and dad lived in years past is not how we women are living today.
True.
Because we're quick, fast, and hurry tell you that was mama and them.
Right.
I don't play that.
Exactly. You're right.
We'll say quick, fast. You hungry?
You're right.
The kitchen is over there. So,
and that's a whole nother topic that we're gonna get on. Yes, we have to come back. You have to come back for that one. We're gonna talk about that.
Because
Yes.
So owning your sexuality is understanding again that we're sexual beings.
Okay. Wow. And that's interesting because we don't know that.
That we are sexy.
Right.
And that as a Christian woman, it's okay to want to be held. It's okay to want to be touched. And, we're sensual beings. We're born that way.
Right. I remember going through after my divorce, and I went through a period, the last time I had sex before the divorce was on my birthday in 2007. So I asked God to cleanse me. So that means I stayed celibate until my next husband, until my handsome honey. And I didn't realize, at first I'm talking, I'm going to be celibate, this, that, and other. But that was the hardest journey ever. That was the hardest journey. But it was funny because I had all of these Christian women to tell me, yes, be celibate and, stay in the Lord. But nobody ever really told me that during my celibacy.
That you're still going to have those feelings.
Yes, because I just automatically.
That you're still going to be on fire.
And
that in the middle of the night,
yes,
you're going to be yearning.
Yes. Nobody told me that. So I'm sitting here and I'm reading my Bible. I literally would clutch my Bible at night and say, Lord, okay, this is day 3, 4, 5, 6 going on a month.
I love it.
What am I supposed to do? But we have a tendency of telling people, yes, be celibate. But we're not giving them the understanding that God wants you to be on this journey.
He wants you to tune in.
That's what happened. He wants you to tune in.
He wants you to tune in. So people will say, well, how does pure romance help you tune in?
Right.
Because your products is for. So tuning in, that means having time alone.
Yes.
Ladies, light a candle.
Yes.
Soak, sit in that bubble bath.
And I never did that. I didn't do that because I was so used to taking showers.
I'm a shower person too.
I love showers.
But there's something about immersing yourself in that water and taking a bath.
Yes, it
is. In that regard, Pure Romance say, yes, ladies, take that healthy time for yourself.
Yes.
Get to know you. Because if you don't know you, how can you express that to somebody else?
Right.
If someone comes along, are you open enough to say, I don't like that?
Yes.
That's not a gentle touch to me.
Exactly.
And I especially share that for women who have been in an abusive relationship.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was in an abusive relationship. And when my husband started touching me, or like he plays rough, he likes to rough play, and I remember the first time after we were married and we were playing around, and it became, I started freezing up. And I said, wait a minute, something triggered off of me. And he didn't understand. And he was like, what's wrong? What did I do? What not? And I shut down. because I forgot I didn't get in touch with myself. I locked that part out of my life. And I said, oh, so all of
And
this.
then here you come with that healthy play.
Yes.
Because it's coming from someone that loves you.
Loves, exactly.
But all it came out, it was masking itself as something old.
Right,
So,
right.
And the best thing to do with that, you have to communicate.
Yes.
You have to be able to communicate.
Yeah.
And that is one of the biggest things that pure romance teaches us.
Okay.
The art form of communication.
Is it communicating with your partner or communicating with yourself?
It always starts with yourself.
Right. Okay.
You have to be open and honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, they call us crazy if we start talking to ourselves. But
I'm crazy now because I talk all the time.
That kind of crazy is okay.
Right.
You have to say, those conversations, when you're talking with yourself, they're actually called affirmations.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to tell yourself that you're beautiful. You have to tell, because, might not happen from somebody else.
Yeah.
My oldest sister got me full of myself. She calls me beautiful. So that's like my name. And if anybody's saying beautiful, I kind of like respond. And people say like, this conceited girl right now. My sister gave me a healthy dose of confidence early. And we get it from my mom.
Yes.
With all of her big curves, and mama got them. I mean, she's like, yes.
Curvy, right.
But mother will get up and she'll look in that mirror, kiss herself.
Right,
so, when you're talking to yourself, ladies, have a full understanding that it's actually, you're giving yourself affirmation to be. To be beautiful, to be bold, to be courageous,
I like that.
To be confident, and that's okay.
It is okay.
It's okay.
Because we've been taught differently. You don't talk to yourself. You don't give yourself praise because you'll be considered conceited. But you need it.
You need it.
You need it every day. And I learned how to do that. So now in the mirror, even after getting that bath, because I've learned to take those baths, I've learned to soak and just let the world come off of me, in that bath. And now I'm learning how to explore with different fragrances and lotions and soaps and whatnot, because it really matters when you just sit
alabaster box.
Yeah. Yes.
We forget that's in there.
Yes.
She came with fragrances.
Yeah. And just really taking that time, not rushing, really setting that time to say, it's me time, and I know everyone is busy. We live in a busy society. I've even learned how to turn off the phone, and say, okay, my family is all right. It's hard because y'all know I love me.
It's very hard.
It's very hard. But once I started praying, I said, Lord, just give me some moments. Give me a moment of time. Let me just enjoy this. And I'm learning with the candles and all of that. So
the beautiful thing about building that confidence for you first as a single person, a Christian woman, is that when you do find that partner that has been prepared for you, you're able to also nurture him.
Yes.
You're able to nurture the relationship and build good character.
Right. I like that.
Build strong health. And then when the kids come, you could build healthy, strong kids.
Right.
And then that leads out, again, as you opened up, to healthy communities and healthy churches and healthy schools.
There you go.
But women have an awesome burden, and that's not quite a burden.
Right.
Nothing better than to love yourself. And God has equipped us with the tools because He first loved us.
That's it. Could you tell us what is your goal as a pure romance rep? What is the outcome of all of this for you?
I have to say, to continue to learn and to grow. And I am learning more and more each day. We get equipped when we go to our national trainings and our conferences. It's not to demonstrate the products.
Right. Okay.
We get the best and the brightest authors to come out. We have doctors, physicians, mental health specialists. So Pure Romance does not cut corners. They bring us the best of the best. And to teach us and to train us, because when we're at our parties, we learn so much about what's going on in the ladies' private world that we have to be able to pour in them. So when I'm in what I like to call the old lounge, the secret room, the confident room, I have cards to pastors.
Okay.
I have cards to OBGYNs.
Okay.
And I have cards to therapists because we learn so much about what's going on with these ladies that you need to go see the masters. You need to go see the certified folks. And that's what we do sometimes. I don't know if all the consultants have those things ready for you. But I'm tuned in to me. I'm tuned in to people because I'm tuned in to God.
There you
so
go.
I'm prepared for them.
Good. Sounds good. Well, tell us how we can connect with you, how the audience can connect with you in Pure Romance.
I have to say that, you know, the social media is the platform that people reach out to you these days. So I'm on Pure Romance. It's on Facebook. I'm on there as simply my name, Erica Smith. And oddly enough, when you put me in, I come up pretty quickly. So I like that.
Yes,
but I do also have within there my private room on Facebook. And I'm also on Instagram with PR Parties by Erica.
All right. Well, we thank you so much, Erica, for just saying yes to this vision. And I thank you so much for being my first guest. And I know you said, why me? But we have to start. We have to start with self and, you know, and just get rid of the taboo of Pure Romance is not for Christian women, but it is because you have so many other products that's for us and so forth. So we just want to thank you. And thank you all so much for joining Woman on Fire today. And again, stay connected and visit the website. I am TrinetteLCollier.com. And of course, on all social media, Trinette L. Collier. And just remember that life is good. Every day that I have an opportunity to wake up and give God the honor and the glory, it's a brand new day. So remember to love and live your life. You only have one life to live, and live it because God wants us to. So thank you again for joining us, and until next time, we will see you. And Erica, you got to come back with us.
Absolutely, absolutely, because I'm here to keep married women married, single women safe, and all women educated.
There you go. So again, thank you so much. This is Trinette L. Collier Green signing off. Until next time, bye.